It's estimated there's over 3,000 precision engineering companies in the Midlands. And with this being the case, how do you make your business stand out from the rest? Well, we're here at JWA Tooling in Leicester, and we're about to find out how John Wood manages to keep his business ahead of the game.
JWA Tooling was started in 1985 as John Wood Associates, which was my wife and I, as a predominantly design consultancy business. And we set out to design electrochemical machines and tooling associated with parts machined in the aerospace and automotive. That led on to manufacturing more and more tooling. And in year 2000 we started JWA Tooling Limited. And we then produced predominantly tooling and some electrochemical machines of our own design. But as the markets declined for machine tools in the UK, we've concentrated mainly on tooling manufacture and specialised in the areas which we're knowledgeable in the processes. It's important in this line of tooling work that you understand what the end product's going to be used, so you understand the function of it.
How many people do you employ?
We currently employ 12 people, that's including myself and my wife, who are the owners of the business.
Right, and do you work 2 shifts, day shift?
We work a single shift. We have a slightly unusual working pattern. We work 4 10-hour days, and Friday is an overtime, because it's important to give a break for people when they're working on high precision work. Otherwise you start to defeat yourself.
Yeah, it's about concentration.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, the end product's key. And I read somewhere recently about an apprentice award. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
18 months ago, we were approached by a young lad who wanted to work in engineering. He'd done his A-levels, didn't want to go to university, but he wanted to make things. Right. So we gave him a 6-month trial, and very quickly we found we couldn't do without him. Okay. So we said, are you still interested in this product, you know, working here? Yeah. And he said yes. So we've put him through a recognised engineering training course sponsored by Leicester College. And on his first year there, which is off-site training, he's done all the practical skills and the theoretical skills, and it's culminated in winning the Apprentice of the Year.
Well, I've been working as an apprentice for about a year and a half now, but I've been at the company for about 2. When I did my A-levels, I knew I never really wanted to go to uni. So when I came out looking for a job, I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. And just by word of mouth, I heard they were looking for someone here. So I just came in and offered to do 2 weeks work experience, and after a week they offered me it. Right. I enjoyed it so much, I just took it, I jumped at the chance.
And when we look, I mean, this is an interesting case study for today's industry, but you obviously have been to college and you've been working here. What's more rewarding? Do you learn more here on the job, or do you learn equally as much at college?
I learned a lot here before I went to college. It did make the transition a lot easier. So coming here before going to college was a big help. The guys in the workshop taught me a lot, so I already went in with the right mindset.
I suppose going to college and being in a machine shop are 2 completely different environments, having done both myself.
Yeah, I mean, you laugh and joke about it at college, and there's a lot of banter. But yeah, you do learn a lot at both places. But here I learned a lot more technical skills.
I think it's a real success story, and I'm really pleased for you. Well done.
Cheers, thank you very much.
One thing we've recognised that engineering is an ageing workforce. You know, me being an example of this. And so we've got my son now working for me, who's eventually going to take on running the business. Right. And we're trying to reduce the average age of the company. Yeah. So we've got people now from the age of sort of 21 up to the age of 66.
Okay. So his introduction into the business has made the average a lot lower than it?
Made the average a lot lower. My son's 32. We've got another guy at 32. We've got some people just under 50. And a couple of guys over 60.
And do you notice a difference with the youth in comparison, without taking anything away
from
obviously?
As an engineer, I've been an engineer all my life, did an engineering apprenticeship with Lucas Aerospace. It's restored my faith in young people working in engineering.
Yeah. Keen, hungry.
Keen and hungry, and is not going to be the last. We'll be setting on another one.
And is that in the near future?
That'll be in the near future, yes.
That's great. What sets you apart, John, with there being lots of other engineers in the local area. What makes you different?
Merely our investment in technology. We've continually reinvested over 50% of our profits year on year, and we've continually replaced and kept up to date with the technology and the training of the workforce to make use of the new technology. And being tooled up to take on any work that comes along is a big advantage.
And when we talk about investment, so we're talking about machine tool investment, CNC technology. What suppliers do you engage with?
We've been a Haas customer since 1994, and we've probably had about 15 different Haas machines within this business. We recently, 3 years ago, at the start of the recession, we invested in another 3 machining centres.
Well, even at the start of the recession?
Even at the start of the recession.
It's a way of giving you the edge.
We were confident that it would come back, and basically the banks weren't safe for money, safe in machine tools, and we're very confident using the Haas machines. The Haas machines perform better than the specification says. We're achieving much better tolerances than the machine spec is supposed to achieve, but that's using our engineering know-how and their technology.
So when you're looking at new machines, John, and new technologies, how do you go about that? What sort of platforms do you use?
Well, initially I look at MTD. Primarily, we're on the mailing list from them, and there's always a good selection of machines available to look from. Sometimes you're looking for a specific machine, and it points you into the right direction.
We've had a walk around the machine shop, John. Very impressive. So how was last year, and what's going to happen in 2014?
Last year was a very good year. Even through the recession, we've seen a year-on-year growth of 20% on turnover, and the next year is looking good. We're breaking into new areas due to new marketing techniques we're using, and promoting via our new website.
So there we have it, another loyal Haas customer getting the best out of Haas's technology. To see more of Haas's products, visit mtdcnc.com.